Umalis na siya sa harap ko at naiwan akong tulala. Moira? Ang sarap sa tengang marinig na banggitin niya ang pangalan ko. I felt like we were close when he called me by my name. May mga lumabas na ibang katrabaho ko. Mabilis kong itinago ang kilig na nararamdaman ko at dumiretso sa restroom. Asa isa on the toilet, nilabas ko ang aking cellphone para mag-scroll muna sa Facebook pero pangalan ni Annie ang bumungad sa akin. Annie, boring dito Moira. Sana naiwan na lang ako kasama mo dyan. Napatas ang kilay ko. My ever sweet sister. Palagi nakakalimutan akong tawaging ate. Hello Ate Annie? Yes, I'm fine. Kaya ba ni na mom and dad? Narinig kong umiyak si mommy kanina kasi may nalaman si dad. May tumulong pala kay mommy na lalaki para bayaran ang utang natin. Kaso huli na niya nakita na mataas yung interes. Kaya nagsisiyan na naman silang dalawa. Hay nako, this life. Me. Stop them. I will do my best to pay for it kahit na ilang taon pa yan. Pero do me a favor, okay? Annie, uutusan mo na naman ako. Ano na naman? Me. Alamin mo yung pangalan pinagkakautangan nila. Check the paper so I can contact the person. Dahil alam ko hindi papayag si daddy sa gagawin ko. Annie, magbebenta ka ng aliw sa payat mong yan? Me, siyo nga. Mukha bang kaya ko yun? Annie, mas ka. Oo, saan ka mapulot ng milyon? Benta kidney. Me, dalian mo na lang. Hindi mo na problema yon. Annie, pag-isipan ko muna. Bye. Napabuntong hininga ako ng malalim. Hindi ko alam kung anong unang gagawin. I was thinking of texting Miguel because his family was wealthy. I knew he would let me borrow any amount basta magkabalikan lang kami. Should I sell my freedom for this? Was it worth it? To forget my values so I could save my family? I don't know anymore. Sure ka ba natatapusin mo lahat yan? May next time pa naman ate. Huwag ka masyado magpaka-superwoman. Baka magkasakit ka. Pagpapaalala sa akin ni Renan. Pauwi na kasi sila ni Rose. Actually may ibang tao pa naman pero mukhang ako yung pinaka-maiiwan. Wala namang pamilya naghihintay sa akin kaya ayos lang. Saka may pinapahanap pa sa Sir Amiel eh. Tapusin ko na lang muna to kaysa naman masermonan. Kapag lumipat ka na sa kondo ko, sabay na tayong uuwi ha? Sabi ni Renan. Nagpaplano kasi ako na sa kanya na lang tumira since we were best friends for a long time. Niyakap muna ako nila bago umalis, then hours had passed. The lights were shutting down and I'm all alone in the middle of this office. Nagunat muna ako tagsimula na naman sa pagtatype. Kahit sobrang pagod na, pinilit ko pa rin sarili kong matapos to. I rested my head a little and closed my eyes. I was having migraine already. Why are you still here, Miss Visconde? Munti ka na ako mahulog sa kinaupuan ko nang marinig kong boses na yon. Sir, kinakabang saad ko. Napatayo ko sa kinaupuan ko para magbigay galang. Natakot niyo ako. You did not answer my question. Why are you working this late? Madami pa po kasi akong dapat tapusin. Does anyone ask you to work this late? His forehead creasing. Did Amiel tell you to finish all that? Actually, wala naman siyang sinabi, pero palagi niya ako pinapagalitan sa pagiging mabagal ko. I did not want to be stressed anymore so I did everything I could para hindi ako pagbuntunan niya ng galit. No sir, it's my initiative. I bit my lip. Pero pauwi na rin naman ako. 10 minutes. You should. It's late. I don't encourage my employees to work this late. As much as possible, I want them to maximize their time on their task within working hours. Okay sir, but let me finish this. I said go home. Who is your boss? Napabuntong hininga ako. I'll just get my bag then turn off the computer, sir. He shut his mouth and took a step back. He was watching me turn off everything and fix my things. Kahit hindi ako komportable, I did my best not to stumble. Do you have a car? He asked, while waiting for the elevator door to open. I don't have a car, sir. I told him honestly. He was quiet again. We both entered the elevator, embracing the awkward silence between us. Dahan-dahan akong kinakabahan sa presensya niya. Kaya mahigpit ako napahawak sa bag ko para mawala ang atensyon ko sa kanya. When we walked out from the elevator, I was already freezing when a cold breeze of air welcomed us outside. Nagulat ako nang hubarin ni Mr. Seville yung suit niya at ipinatong sa balikat ko. Hey, you're freezing. Don't go home this late next time. It's not safe especially you're alone. I gulped. My heart fluttered. He left me speechless again. Before I could even think of an answer, maitim na sasakyang huminto sa harap namin. I knew this was his Mercedes. Lumabas ang driver nito at ibinigay kay Mr. Seville ang susi. Mauna na po ako, sir. I was starting to walk away when he pulled my hand and leave me with no choice but to enter his passenger seat. Napalunok na naman ako sa ginawa niya. He shut the passenger's door and walked on his side. I slowly put my seatbelt on habang nanginginig ang kamay. Sir, you know I can take a cab. Hindi mo na ako kailangan ihatid. Ayoko masayang ang oras mo. I told him when I was putting his seatbelt on. You are under my company. It's part of my responsibility, he casually said. Pinandar na niyang sasakyan. I was holding tightly to the seatbelt in front of me. Hindi ko alam ano bang dapat sabihin o gawin. I was scared and nervous at his presence at the same time. You live alone? Tanong nito maya-maya na wala nagsasalita sa amin. I gulped first. Yes, my parents decided to live in our province just few days ago. It's way cheaper to live there than here. How about you? Where do you live? Marahan to lumingon sa akin. My eyes still focused on the road. Sa bahay namin na iniwan nila. But I'm planning to live with my best friend since naibenta na ng magulang ko yung bahay. Whose friend? He asked curiously. A guy friend? Yes and no. He is gay. Si Renan, yung katrabaho ko rin. He looked so sexy driving his car. The way he moved the steering wheel and how expert he was doing it was turning me on. Don't you have any other place to live? He looked at me intently when he stopped on the traffic light. I shook my head. Wala sir, but it's okay. Renan is a long friend of mine. He's still a guy, he pointed out. And I think he values privacy as much as you do. It's important to have your own space. You are free to do what you want. Tumingin ako sa kanya. He was watching me when he started driving again. I wish I could, but I'm sort of out of budget kasi. My family needs my salary more than I do. In debt? He asked, as if it was no longer a surprise. Tumango ako, tumahimik kami pareho. I was thinking of that problem again kung paano ko masisimulan na diskarte ko. Posible bang mamayaran ko yun ng ganun kalaking halaga? Tulala lang ako sa bintana habang malalim ang iniisip at hindi ko na malayang malapit na kami sa tinitirhan ko. I creased my forehead. Paano mo nalaman kung saan ako nakatira? Your resume, he said and did not explain furthermore. You okay? Uminto na si Mr. Sevilla sa tapat ng bahay namin. Kahit naguguluhan, hindi na ako nang ulit pa dahil hindi naman ako mananalo sa kanya. Yes, okay na po. Thank you so much for driving me home, Mr. Sevilla. That is so thoughtful of you. It doesn't happen often, he told me, shouting my kindness. Mukhang hindi komportable si Mr. Sevilla na pinapansin ang kabutihang ginawa niya. Buwaba na ako pero hindi ko pa sinasara ang pinto. His suit still hanging on my shoulder. Lalaban ko na muna po ito bago ibalik. Sabi ko sa kanya, you can have it. God, minsan lang umiti ng kaunti si Mr. Sevilla and he was teasing me now. Now his mood has changed. I don't know if I could keep up with it. I will keep it pero sana. Joke lang sir. Bawi ko agad. Salamat po talaga. Ingat po kayo pag uwi. I watched him drove away. Kinikilig pa rin ako na makapasok sa bahay. Inaamoy ko yung suit niya at halos maadik ako sa amoy. I was in cloud9 feeling already. Hindi ako makapaniwalang inihatid niya ako pa uwi. I mean, what for? Asyumera bang maitatawag kapag inisip ko na baka may gusto siya sa akin? Kaso ano nga ba magugusto niya sa akin? Normal lang naman ang itsura ko unlike sa kanya. He could date a supermodel if he wanted to. I erased all the thoughts. That was not the right time to compare. Napasadal ako sa pinto at unti-unti na namang lumalabas ang ngiti sa labi ko. I was still imagining things and fantasizing our future would be if there would be a chance between us. But not too long. Stop from daydreaming. Tumunog kasing cellphone ko. Kinuha yon mula sa bulsa ko. I saw my sister's message which made me freeze into place. Annie, his name is Braden Ali Sevilla. Okay na? Okay, bye. It was like my happy bubbles popped all at once. I was shocked and angry at the same time. Hindi ko alam kung anong motibo niya. I know he knew they're my parents. Alam ko rin may balak siya kung bakit niya ginawa iyon. But really, a triple interest? For what? I could not slip a wink that night. Hindi ko alam kung anong confrontation ang gagawin ko sa kanya. I was now in front of his office, talking to his assistant. Can you please tell him that I'll wait here kahit ilang oras pa? Pagmamakaawa ko sa kanya. I was holding his black suit. His assistant eyed it and raised her eyebrow a little. I told you to go back to work and I'll call you once his schedule's free up today. This is really important. Pagmamatigas ko. And so his meetings, Moira? Matarin ang sagot niya sa akin. Moira? What the hell? She never called me Moira. Palaging Miss Visconti lang din katulad ng amo niya. I was gritting my teeth already and sat on the waiting area. Hours had passed. Tumatawag na sila nan sa akin pero hindi ko sinasagot. Masamang nakatingin naman ang assistant niya na maglabasa ng mga tao sa office si Braden. I stood up immediately. Hinarangan niya ako agad. That's it. I will inform your boss that you're not doing your job. Pagbabanta pa niya. Tinuro ko ang office ni Mr. Sevilla. Then tell him. Napatalan kami pareho ng iluwan ng pintuan si Mr. Sevilla. His assistant stepped back ready to explain. Is there a problem here? Seryosong tanong ni Mr. Sevilla. Sir, she's forcing me to inform that she needs to talk to you. I already reminded her you still have meetings to attend and wait until your schedule frees up. Cancel all of it. He shut her off, eyeing me. Until we're not finished discussing. Shall we? Halos hindi na may pinta mukha ng assistant ni Mr. Sevilla. I followed him inside of his office. I was mesmerized how breathtaking the view was. His office was a lot bigger than I thought. My glass door was the left side of his private meeting, and on the other side was a black door. I assumed it was the toilet. He pointed the chair in front of his desk and sat on his swivel chair, hands entwined. Do we have a problem, Miss Visconde? He asked calmly, as if he knew why I'm here. Uminit ang dugo ko watching how screamed he was, as if he calculated these things to happen. Hindi ako umupo. I stood in front of him and threw his black suit on his face. He was shocked and mouth fell open. You planned this, tama ba ako? I still tried to control my voice not to tremble. You didn't look surprised at all. Alam mo ang address ko sa bahay and you're just acting like you don't know a thing about me when in reality, you've searched about me and my family. He gathered himself and sat back on his swivel chair. Meeting you the first time on that elevator and knowing your family's dead, I believe you somehow need my help. Help? Tumawa ako na mapakla. Natriplihin mong utang namin? You call that help? How dare you? Would you rather see your father die while debt-free? He was watching me, calculating my every reaction. Naguluhan ako sa sinabi niya. Anong sinasabi mo? Gathering information about you and your family's dead. My investigator found out that they are already planning to assassinate your father if he would not pay the money he owes them. Parang nanghinang tuhod ko sa narinig. Assassinate? My father? Dahil lang sa utang? Napaupo ko sa harap niya, holding my chest. Mr. Sevilla stood up and gave me a glass of water to calm my nerve. You should thank me for saving your father. My lawyer talked to your mother alone since your father has a heart attack. I bet he's not yet ready to hear that someone is planning to kill him. Does he? Or you want me to inform him? Nakakatog ang kamay ko uminom ng tubig. Parang sasabog ang dibdib ko sa narinig kong impormasyon sa kanya. Hindi ako makapaniwala nangyayari ito na wala akong kaalam-alam. Your mother agreed to my offer, and she is full aware of the triple interest, Moira. He continued. I never forced anyone to do this deal with me. I am just trying to help. Naguguluhan ang isip ko sa nangyayari. Hindi ko alam kung paano iintindihin ang lahat. I focus on how to breathe properly dahil mukhang naubusan ako ng hangin sa katawan. My heart was starting to beat faster than usual. And why do you have to do that? I asked, trying to calm myself. Ano makukuha mo? Bakit mo kami tinutulungan? You know, we don't have money. Alam mo rin hindi namin kayang bayaran ng triple yung pinanahiram mo. Lumakad siya tumupo sa harapan ko. Kalmado akong pinapanood. I have an offer to make. Panimula niya. An offer? Yes. I will be needing someone who can buy me and make me a fake wife. Fake wife? Hindi ako makapaniwala sa narinig ko. Ako? You want me to be your fake wife? You heard that right. He said too formal. My parents will be back from the States and they're planning to marriage me with their favorite ex of mine. She is from abroad too. Napanunok ako, still processing his offer. And you want to have an arranged marriage with me instead of her? I'm a man of my own, Moira. I don't want anyone dictating me what to do. But with my parents, it's a different case. I cannot say no to them unless I have a valid reason to do so. He shifted his seat. You see, I need you as much as you need me. And that's it? Mababayaran ko na lahat ng utang namin sa'yo kapag pumayag ako. I need to know your answer first before deciding what's next. He answered and stood up. That's it for today. At least you know your option and what you're getting yourself into. That is for you to decide. Halos buong araw akong tuliro. Buti na lang tinawagan ni Mr. Sevilla ang boss ko dahil kanina pa ako hinahanap. Galan din naman sila Rena at Rose na nagtataka kung bakit ako pinatawag dahil hindi doon nangyaring ganung bagay. I am just a simple employee like them, and why would a CEO ask for me? I just told them that he was verifying my information since I lied before. Luckily, they believed me. Ngunit napaisip ako ng malalim. Who wants to marry a guy you don't know who exactly? Kilala ko lang siya bilang boss ko. I mean, I got it. He was the man of every woman's dream. But marrying for money? Would it save me? Think about it, Moira. I will give you until 6 p.m. tonight. Pagpapaaralan ito kanina bago ko lumabas ng office niya. At ngayon, 6 p.m. na. Mas lalo naguguluhan ang isip ko. Parang sasabog ang puso ko sa sobrang bigat. It was like selling my freedom, my rights, and my dignity for money. Hindi ako to but for my family. Should I do it for them? Uuwi ka na, ate? O sisa naman ang kaibigan ko na makita niyang nililigpit ko na yung mga gamit ko ng maaga. May iniutos kasi sa akin sila daddy. Kailangan kong puntahan. Pag sa sinungaling ko. May date ka siguro, no? Sabat ni Rose sa gilid ko. Wala. Mabilis kong sagot at nagkatingin ng dalawa na mahiwaga. Confirmed. They both said in unison. Okay, good luck. Hindi na kami mangingialam pa. Basta don't forget to wear condom, okay? Tumawa ako ng pilit at mabilis gumawa ng imahinasyon ko sa sinabi ni Renan. Baliw ka talaga. Sige na, see you on Monday. Pagkalabas ko ng building, may itim na sasakyan naghihintay sa may entrance. May lumabas na lalaki dito at binuksan ang pinto sa backseat. I was confused and looked around. Na makita ko na ako lang ang tao, I pointed a finger to myself. Ako po? Tanong ko. He smiled. Yes, Miss Visconde. Pinapasundo ka po ni Mr. Sevilla. Magalang niyang sagot. Sumakay ako na kinakabahan. Bakit naman kailangan may pasuspense pang ganito? Pwede naman kayo mag-usap sa office niya at sabihin ko anong desisyon ko. I was quiet the whole ride, familiarizing myself to the road we were taking. We stopped in front of a high-class bar. Naguluhan pa ako dahil ito din yung bar na pinunta namin ni Rena ng birthday niya. The driver opened the car door for me. Mabilis akong lumabas. Kasunod ay meron na namang bagong lalaki na naghihintay sa akin sa labas. He just guided me where to go. Wala pa masyadong tao ngayon dahil maaga pa. Iginiyan niya ako papunta sa itaas kung nasa ng mga VIP room ng bar. Nang iwanan na ako ng lalaki, naupo ako sa sofa. I was studying the room because never in my life I'd get to enter a VIP room. Hanggang couch lang kami ng mga kaibigan ko. Napahinto ko na may nakita akong box sa gitna ng mesa. Take it if yes, leave it if not. Nakasulat sa white paper sa tabi nito. I opened the box and it was a wedding ring. A tiny little diamond was around it. Alam kong mamahalin to dahil hindi basta-bastang design. Napangiti ako. Paano niya rin nalaman ang sukat ng kamay ko? That man was really something. From my family background, my personal information, and now my finger size. Ano pa ba ang alam niya sa akin? Inangat kong singsing upang mag-reflect sa ilaw. I slowly slipped it on my finger to know if it really fitted, and yes, my instinct was right. It did. Half an hour had passed. May mga dumating na pagkain and drinks. Pero wala akong gana para galawin yon. Sino ba naman gaganahan kumain kapag bigla-bigla kang binigyan ng isang mabigat na desisyon sa buhay mo? I was just gazing at the food nang dumating si Mr. Sevilla. Umayos ako ng upo. He was still wearing his usual black suit and tie. I got late. Had the last minute meeting to attend. Sabi nito't nilawagan ng kurbata sa leeg. It's okay. It gave me time to think. Umusog ako nang umupo siya sa tabi ko, kahit na laki naman ang space sa room. You're not hungry? Taas kili na tanong nito. I shook my head. Wala akong gana. You should eat first then. Utos ito at nagsimula maglagay ng pagkain doon sa plato, sabay abot sa akin. Napanga na lang ko dahil kakasabi ko lang sa kanya na wala akong gana. Tapos ngayon inabutan niya ako ng pagkain na parang wala siya narinig. How about you? Talong ko habang pinipilit kumain. Hindi ka ba kakain? I prefer watching you eat. He was a bit smirking as if I didn't get an inside joke. Kalaunan kumain din si Mr. Sevilla. We were quiet while eating. I guess he was giving me some time to think. Nang matapos agad niyang ipinaligbit ang mga in-order sa waiter. Then he faced me. My heart skipped a bit. What's your decision? He asked. Pansin ko rin na kanina pa siya tumitingin sa bandang daliri ko. I smirked. To make it clear, you don't have a girlfriend? Hindi ako magiging kabit? Walang ihila ng buhok ko dahil papakasalan kita? Ngumiti pa siya ng kaunti. None. Tumangayo ako patungo sa glass window kung saan makikita yung mga tao na nag-aayos sa baba. I placed my hands on the railings. Then, why real marriage? Pwede naman nating sabihin sana na nakasal tayo kahit hindi. My family will probably hire an investigator if I'm telling the truth or not. You cannot fool them easily, Moira. This was complicated than I'd imagined. Nagulat ako nang bigla siyang sumulpot sa tabi ko. Like me, he was watching the people below. We have to act like a happy in love couple and convince them, and it will give us enough time to know more about each other then if they ask some questions. Tumingin ako sa kanya. You have a very controlling family. I guess we can't have it all. I crossed my arms. Let's say kasal na tayo. Kailangan ko bang tumira sa bahay mo? He looked at me in disbelief like I asked a dumb question. We are married, so basically, yes. Tumalikod ako sa kanya at kinuha ang small box sa mesa na nasa gilid ng inuupuan ko. You can have all the girls in the world, so why me? I don't know. Something in you makes me unique from others. I blushed but managed to hide it. I was playing the box in my hand. Kapag nasa work, paano yun? Dapat pa nilang malaman? No, they don't have to. This is between the two of us and my family. Don't worry, I got you. I can buy you anything you want as long as you're willing to submit with my every rule. Parang na-offend ako sa sinabi niya. Hindi ko lang masyadong pinahalata. Like following you like a dog? Not a dog, Moira. I am still your boss. We have to set limits. I'm not comfortable when someone forgetting her limits with me. Tumawa ako na mapakla. Oo nga pala. This is an arranged marriage to my boss. Tumayo na ako palabas ng pinto. He was suddenly nonplussed of what I did. You're turning down my offer? He asked, shockingly. Inihagis ko sa kanya yung small box at nasalo naman niya ito. Agad binuksan niya ni Mr. Sevilla. His shock turned into surprise na wala siya makitang singsing sa small box. His hard mouth slowly smiled triumphantly. I smirked at him and uncrossed my arms so he could see the silver ring on my finger. For the first time in my life, I saw him smile. The unusual warm smile he never let anyone see. I will marry as soon as possible, he said. I bid my goodbye and walked out. I could feel he was still watching my back intently. Kailangan ko ng masanay. I'd get to see him every day once we got married. But I just hoped that this would end well. We had a civil wedding the week after we talked. Kaming dalawa lang halos at yung mga bodyguard na, ang tumayo na rin na witness. I guess they even signed a waiver not to tell others about this. They were all quiet just like the usual. They also helped me pick up some things from my house since ang sabi ni Mr. Esqueza, hindi ko naman kailangan ng maraming gamit. The car stopped in front of a huge house. Halos mapawang bibig ko sa ganda ng design sa labas. It was a black-coated mansion. Binuksan ng bodyguard niya ang pinto ng sasakyan. Nandito na po tayo, Ma'am Moira. Welcome to your new home. Sabi sa akin ng driver na nakangiti. Lumabas ako ng sasakyan. Nakatingin pa rin sa tapat ng bahay. Dito nakatira si Mr. Sevilla? Yes, ma'am. Sinamahan niya ako sa pagpasok sa loob ng bahay. It was really huge and white. I knew he was minimalist since konti lang gamit dito. May mga space na wala halos gamit. Mr. Sevilla was wearing a black short and a gray t-shirt when he welcomed me to his home. Shall we? Ani at umakit kami sa second floor. There were wooden doors and lots of room. Mukhang mamahalin din ang mga gamit ito dito. Kulang na lang hindi ko na may sarang bibig ko sa sobrang pagkamangha sa bahay niya. This will be your room, Moira. Binuksan niya ang pinto at bumungad sa akin ang isang malaking kama. Kompleto sa gamit ang kwarto. Everything you needed in a room was here. Binuksan niya ang isang malaking cabinet. Bumalaga sa akin na napakaraming damit. Pang-office, formal, pants, skirts, shirt and all. Iba't ibang kulay. Paano mo nalaman ang sukat ko? I hired someone to check what size are you. He quietly said while watching me being amazed with the tons of clothes. Pwede mo naman akong tanungin, sabi ko sa kanya. Hindi mo na kailangan magsayang pa ng pera. I worked hard for it and better spend it, don't you think? Lumingon ako sa kanya while holding a dress. Hindi naman kita kakainin kung magtatanong ka sa akin. Paano kung mali pala yung sukat na nabili nyo? Trust me, we can return it all or donate it. Inirapan ko siya. Okay, Mr. Super Rich Guy. I had my own bathroom too. If this was all a dream, I did not want to wake up at all. Bakit ang dami mong kwarto? Isa ka lang naman nakatira dito. It's the most convenient way to avoid my family when they're having vacation here. Convenient? Ulit ko. Me and my sister even share the same room. He laughed as if I was joking. My room is one room away from yours. If you need me, please knock on my door first and ask for permission. Umupo ako sa napakalambot na kama sa gitna. Yes, Mr. Sevilla. Pang-aasar ko. Alam ko pong busy ka at hindi kita istorbohin, pero hindi naman tayo magkatabi matulog, ano? He closed the cabinet's door one by one. We won't unless we need to. Sleep lang naman, di ba? I asked to double check. Are you referring to sex? Sumandal siya sa pader na para bang hindi big deal ang sinabi niya. Tumango na lang ako kahit medyo nahihiya. We have to mutually agree to do it before such doing thing. Parang ano yung nalamunan ko sa sinabi niya. So it was really included. What the hell? Oo nga pala, kasal kami. Pero hindi naman kasi niya binanggit yun sa usapan. Di naman sa nagpapababy ako ha. Alam ko naman kailangan ko munang pumayag bago namin gawin ang isang bagay. But imagining it, nangangatog na kagad ang tuhod ko. We need to discuss it further. I'll give you a contract to sign. Let me know if you're ready. Take a rest for now, Moira, he said before leaving. Napailip ako pagkatapos ko magbihis. Pakiramdam ko ilang araw ako natulog dahil pagkadilat ko madilim na. Buti na lang natulog ako na bukas yung ilaw. Alam mo yung pakiramdam na nagising ka sa katotohanan na may asawa ka na? I was just barely retrieving myself from being useless. I was a happy-go-lucky kind of person back then. Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi sarili ko lang dahil lagi naman nakasuporta ang pamilya ko sa akin. I never thought that I'd reach this point where I had to accept my boss' offer to be his fake wife. Why would I decline it? I'm indebted to him and in exchange of my freedom, I needed this arranged marriage. Kaya eto ako ngayon sa kwarto ng boss/husband ko para pag-usapan ng mga hindi pwedeng gawin during this arrangement. You are not allowed to enter any relationship within the spirit of this marriage, he said seriously. My eyes widened. As in kahit flings, wala? Tinignan niya ako na masama. I'm a very possessive man, Moira. I don't like sharing. Tumayo ng bahagya ang mga balahibo ko. I did find it sexy. Shit. Right at this moment I knew I would fuck up if this end.